Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, y'all. Hello, 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 hello. This is the day that the Lord has made. I would choose to rejoice and be glad in it. All right. So, y'all, let's talk today. Oh my gosh. I am ready to have some fun with y'all. Aaron, don't come in here messing with us. We some women over here trying to do the work. You being silly. It better not be no spider. Don't be trying to scare me. So y'all listen. Good morning. If a sister friend invited you, she really cares about you. And if you're like Aaron, you want to come hang out with the girls this morning, that's all right too. This is a safe space over here. So Aaron, even though you being silly, see even George coming being silly, this is a safe space. Like I have a moderator, so she's gonna block or whatever. But this is really a place where women are doing the work. We're not over here talking bad about men. We are actually wives that are doing the work. We want to be well kept women. This space is safe. It is a space for women that want to get and stay married. It is a space for women that want to attract the love they desire and deserve. So whether you're single, married, widowed, desire a relationship, you are welcome here as long as you're pro man. We don't come over here and dog out men. And it's crazy because there's a book I'm actually reading about this. And in the book, she asks you to actually take a vow against emasculating men. I think that is phenomenal because there are things that women do that they don't realize that they're doing. And when it's brought to your understanding, you eliminate it, your life is so much easier. And I've done a lot of what's in this book I'm talking about. I'm not going to reference it yet. Y'all aren't ready. But I've done a lot of the work unintentionally. So now that I'm like, oh, intentionally, baby. Yesterday, I was out and about, and two men, one man, I was walking in CVS and I actually thought he was a board member for something. So I'm looking at him and speaking because I'm a friendly person. And I'm like, oh, I thought you were a board member. And I'm like, hi, how are you? And he's like, no, I'm just admiring a beautiful woman. I said, well, thank you. Y'all, I'm friendly. I'm like, thank you. I live in a great community. Then I went into Publix to grab some extra things for dinner for my husband. And this man walked, I saw him when I was walking in. He walked all the way out where I was in the back where the pastries and things were and talking about, has anyone, I just want to walk up to you. Has anyone told you you're beautiful today? I said, why, yes, they have. That's how y'all need to be around me in Cancun. I said, yes, they have. I said, actually, earlier, just before I came here, he said, well, I wanted to tell you too. I said, well, thank you. I sure appreciate you. He's like, are you married? I said, I am. I'm happily married. Thank you so much. And I said, but look like you just got off work. See, I'm engaging in conversation. It's a feminine flow. Okay, it's a feminine flow. A lot of you aren't used to dealing with men, especially my single women. You are not used to dealing with men. So we'll get into some more of that. So what's the basis of this call? What's the why? The impetus is I am a married woman. And I realized that there's no wives club, no wives school, and pretty much everything on the internet is like pay to play, right? So this is not my lane, it's not my space. I am just a woman that needed some support, and I created my cycle instructor said I created my entire whole support group for myself, and it helps you too. But it is because I don't see a lot of older women teaching the younger women. I'm headed into 50. My husband's headed into 60. I have three adult children. Two are married. One is engaged, about to be married, hopefully soon in the next few years. Pushing out some more I got two grandbabies. And my husband and I are both in third marriages. So before you judge me, first marriages, 50% end in divorce. 67% of second marriages end in divorce. And 73% of third marriages end in divorce. And less than 5% of people are crazy enough to marry three times. But here's the thing, marriage minded men stay married. So if my husband wasn't married to me, he'd be married to somebody else. So yes, I'm a special butterfly because he did choose me, but he would have chose somebody else. And so sometimes like I captured that. I told him the other day, like you'd be married to somebody else. Like, nah, I'd be here by myself. No, marriage minded men stay married, just like marriage minded women like to be married. And I'm very vocal about I love being married. I love not my husband is just cool as a fan. He has his days, he does get triggered, but I'm safe, I'm provided for, I'm protected. He loves to work. He walks in purpose. And for many of you, your husbands do too, because 80% of the time, your husband is like your hero. He's your Superman, just like my husband's my Superman. You adore him. You love him. Girl, he walk in that door and your chest be like, boom, 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 your heart. Like my husband, like I love this certain thing about him, and he did it yesterday. I was like, oh my God, like, it does it for me. He does it for me, just like your husband does it for you. But 20% of the time, the 6 days out of the month, again, 30 days, 80-20 rule. 6 days, you're just like, I'm ready to throw in the towel and I don't want this anymore. And it's just too hard. And I wrote some notes out today. Okay. And I have an agenda. I'm kind of off the agenda if y'all know. But what I'm finding is we keep talking about marriage is so hard because it's daily work. Y'all think it's easy for me to come on this call with y'all every day? I looked at my calendar. I was like, oh, I got a board meeting this morning because I'm actually running for public office next year. So I do a lot of board meetings, a lot of community meetings. Your pause friends with me on LinkedIn connected. Like I'm really a busy person. Y'all, I was invited to the White House next month. Woo, 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 woo. Like I have real things that I do in real life. So what I realized is it's very difficult to be consistent. It's actually surprising that y'all show up every day. I appreciate you. But you know how hard it is to show up to something every single day? So think about that in your marriage. To make it just again, I'm shifting the agenda a little bit because I can. You have to engage with someone every single day that might get on your nerves, hurt you, frustrate you, annoy you, might be a little smelly that day. One day my husband came in and said, oh, my deodorant wore off. He's out in the yard doing stuff. Like this is a person that you don't like all the time. And you're not likable all the time. You got stuff going on at work. You might have stuff going on with your parents. You might have stuff going on with your aging grandparents. You might just have lifing with a girlfriend that maybe just some things happen between you. There's some sort of tiff and you don't understand why. It's difficult to engage daily. And these are the things that aren't practical for us because the older women are like, marriage is just hard. But what the hell is hard about it? And we understand and communicate. These are things that if I can just bring it to the forefront of your remembrance and say, sis, I get it. Every day is not easy. But there are some days when it's like, I don't want to engage, but do your best now to develop a very consistent nature. No matter what, I write my husband a note. I literally have written him notes for years. They're little posted Monday through Friday. He's going to get a note. When he comes in, I have ice water waiting for him. I see him pull up. I run and get the ice water. I have a little, he likes pecans. Sometimes I have his favorite grapes or his favorite fruit plate or something, but there's something there. Now think about how exciting that is to walk home and there's something waiting for you. He doesn't show this excitement when he walks in, but once in a while he writes me a note and it makes me feel good. So again, it's very difficult because there's an everyday requirement for your marriage. Whereas me and you, if you don't want to see me, you don't have to chime in. You don't have to call me. You don't have to text me. You don't have to go to the gym. You don't have to do anything every day. But engaging with your husband, dating somebody, and you're like, oh, he wants to go out tonight. I don't want to go nowhere this weekend. But you're compelled because you want to spend time with this person. So these are the things that happen. So again, I created this because I want a safe space for women and wives that want to do the work. This is a support group. And yes, it's work. I don't know any other way. Like today, I was like, dang, I'm sitting up here telling these women every single day do the work. Like, at what point are you going to be like, I don't feel like doing the work? I don't know. Because the thing about marriage is till death do you part if you decide to stay in it, or you might try to go to another side because the grass is sometimes greener. I've heard people say the grass isn't greener. Yes, it is. My grass is All right, can you hear me now?
All right, can you hear me now?
Yay, I'm back. Yeah, the call messed us up. Okay, I'm back. Okay, sorry, y'all. Okay, so let me try to get back. I'm going to try to get back onto our agenda. I have a call coming in. That's what messed us up. I'm glad I was looking at the chat. All right, welcome to my new people. All right, so I took the mic out, so the audio might be a little different today, and that's okay. I think it was that call that was trying to come through. So let's see if we can, I'm just going to not mess it up. So let me get to my agenda, y'all. I was going on in. So I'm not even going to go through the word today. We'll just wrap it up with the practical. So the power comes from us reading resources, podcasting, information. You need all of it. Okay, that's the work. Engaging with somebody every day is not easy. Okay, that's the work. And I had it here for our practical thing was switch it up, sis. Physical, clothes, your look, do something a little bit different. You know, they say men want women cooking in their lingerie. Well, I kind of figured that out when I went and took this little sexy dance class. And the women had on these little shorts. I said, where y'all get those? And they said, oh, go to Amazon and look for pole dancing clothes. Y'all listen, them clothes is cute, but they're also cute enough that you can wear around the house. Not around your kids, especially if you have sons and teenage sons. I don't play that. But if you're like an empty nester, it'll do it, okay? The next thing is emotional. I always say you got to check in with yourself. How do you feel? There are some, like yesterday, I told you I was exhausted. My husband cooked dinner Sunday, and I didn't eat it Sunday. He didn't, so we ate it Monday. And I drank 2 glasses of wine last night. I was exhausted. I just had a long day. There was a lot of energy, things going on. Mental, your support team. I had a meeting with my life coach yesterday. I talk about therapy, life coach, marriage counseling. Don't be ashamed if you're going to the marriage counselor alone initially or just by yourself. I do. There's some things I have to get off my chest and off my heart that I'm not going to share with you or anybody else. I'm going to share with my husband, with my counselor and God. But sometimes you need somebody else to validate a few things for you. You're not crazy, sis. Men, oh, pause. Spiritual belief, hope, faith, love. Check in spiritually. Do something to check in. You can go to church. You can go to the temple. You can go to the mosque. Okay. I go out to the Hindi temple. I love it out there, just the peace and the serenity. But don't be mindful that you need some place to recharge. You need some way to recharge spiritually and gain that connection. So that's really what I had to say. It's just like, why is marriage so hard? Because you have to daily engage. And again, I think that as we remember and like, oh, that's why it's hard, because every single day I got to do something for this man, meaning just being nice sometimes is work. Like just being nice when you don't want to be nice to somebody that hurts your feelings. This is the person closest to you in your life. The person closest to you in your life. So again, that's why sometimes it's hard. All right. So with that said, remember your hobbies create your happiness. Your hobbies make you happy. The other thing is your self-care is so important. Do things for yourself. Okay, for yourself. Self-maintenance is important. Do things that make, paint your nails, put on a little bit of lip gloss, lipstick, put you some little cute little dangly earrings on. There is a rhyme and a reason for things that I do. I post a lot of that in the Happy Wife Project. There's a rhyme and a reason for the things that I wear. You all see me come in. I have my jackets on and I have my little golf jackets, but this one's actually a little cute one. There are certain things that women do that make you beautiful, feminine, and womanly, okay? They're awesome and you breathe life into men. Your energy is important. You are exciting, you're alluring, you're mysterious, okay? You're beautiful. All right, you need your sister circle, unicorns and rainbows, unicorns and rainbows. Stop trying to go super duper duper deep and get a therapist. Many of you have health insurance, and if you don't, there are still resources out there for free. Y'all need help. Okay, you need somebody to talk to. This man will make you feel like you're going crazy, and you're not, because men are so singular focused that something will happen. You're ruminating on it. You're thinking about it. That's rumination. You're going back to it. You pull it in. He's forgot. He'll never think about it again unless you bring it up. He don't even think about it again unless you bring it up. So there is a reason why they do things. And typically what the book I'm reading now talks about is we have to assume it's for good most of the time. There are good people in the world. There are bad people in the world. There are good women in the world. There are good men. There are bad women, bad men. So again, try to just isolate situations. I know you've been hurt. We've all been hurt. Sis, you are not a special butterfly in that space. Most women have been cheated on. Okay? I hope that you haven't experienced any physical abuse, but I have. And I'm going to tell you, it ain't, my ex, the father of 3 of my kids went to prison okay? Prison. You don't go to prison for a tap. So again, we've all been hurt. Find a safe space and safe way to share with somebody. That's why I recommend therapy, because it takes what hurts and helps you turn it into something that's healing, transformation. That's why I call y'all beautiful butterflies, because you crawling around this little ugly little caterpillar, and I want you to evolve into a beautiful butterfly, a goddess, that you are a whole. This is why I used to tell my husband, I am a whole, complete, nothing missing, nothing broken. I say super sexy, sassy woman. Add whatever you want to it, but you want to be a whole, complete, nothing missing, nothing broken woman. All right, to wrap it up, we got to put on our armor. Put on the whole armor, Ephesians 6:11. You got to put it on, because this is a real world. Look, the audio messing up. I actually got a call coming through because I got to take one of my cars. We tow it to our mechanics that he was trying to call. And no weapon formed against us shall prosper. Why? Because the joy of the Lord is our strength. We ain't out here just going throughout life and letting the enemy beat us up. And not us, because we're wives that do the work. We understand every single day we have to engage. Text that man, send him something sweet, tell him how much you appreciate him, how grateful you are for him. And again, it's about you, sis. This is a safe space because it's about you. If y'all look at these red pill, blue pill, purple pill, black pill, whatever pill they want right now, and you read the comments. See, I'm a comment reader. I read comments. These men are frustrated. A lot of men aren't getting sex, which really frustrates a man. I don't know, Lord, I chased my husband around the house. A lot of men are, you're over talking them, you're interrupting them, you're critical. They're like little kids, grown ass men, but they're little kids. So a lot of us have been so hurt. We don't really study men and understand them. So I study men. I study my husband. I've been doing this now since about 19-ish, 2020-ish. And really unintentionally, that's when I kind of stumbled upon, and I'm just talking now, Kevin Samuels. And I was like, this is interesting. Like, I was like y'all, like, ugh. But then I just was like, okay, I'm a chew the meat, spit out the bones type of person. I'm going to pay attention to everything. I'm running for political office, and the position I'm running for is nonpartisan. So I have to be on both parties' sides in the room. So I'm going to have a lot of listening going on. And when you start listening to both sides and why they think the way they do and why they do what they do, you start thinking like, you just take little pieces here and you say, okay, this works. Oh, I don't want that. I don't want that. That's how we need to be in this life when it's dealing with these husbands. Death do you part, or until you want to get out. Even divorce takes a long time. And then you still got to go on the other side of the fence and be like, oh, the grass is beautiful, until you see the snakes in it. You didn't have snakes in the dead grass, but you got snakes in the green grass because they chasing after stuff. I'm telling you, this is real. But you're going to win because you have all of the tools. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and you're willing to do the work. So I'm actually happy for you. All right, so let me look at the comments really, really quick, y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Your pa. Hey, girl. Hey, Hope. Hey. Yes, Kevin. Thank you. Hey, Javi. Welcome. Hey, good morning from Australia. Okay. Hello. Hey, little MTA Entertainment. Y'all men are so funny, but I don't care that you're here. Yes, Kevin. Yeah, I don't get offended when men look at me and compliment me. I always say thank you. Rosetta, hello, hello, hello. And you guys, the book I'm reading talks about that too in men. Sometimes they're objectifying, but it talks about that in the book. As a woman, it's actually very complimentary when when a man looks at you and compliments you, it's actually very nice. It's just a nice thing to say, well, thank you, I appreciate that. Oh my God, they just eat it up when I say that to them. Hey, Rosetta. Hey, Cena. Hey, Antoinette. Hey, Alex. Thank y'all so much for joining me today. Sorry about the audio earlier. Hey, Gentle Warrior. It's so funny to see these men coming over here hanging out with us. See, I'm telling y'all, these men want women like y'all. Okay, they want beautiful, kind, soft, energetic, exciting women doing the work. Hey, Stanny. All right. Thank you. Oh, yay, West Peasy, you over here hanging out with us. All right, tell your wife to come. Oh, he said, I love my wife. How do you recover the marriage after 21 years infidelity, 8.5 years incarceration? Man, I tell you what, go get some therapy. I'm not a therapist. Girl, go get you some therapy. You need some therapy dealing with that, okay? You need to get a therapist. You don't need advice from people on the internet. Go to therapy. I'm telling you. All right. All right. Okay, y'all. I got to get up out of here. Make today absolutely amazing. I got a couple conferences, but again, y'all listen, stop asking people on the internet for advice. For real. Go get a therapist. I am here to help you do the work. And listen, I'm not trying to be funny with you. Listen, I'm not trying to be funny with you. Go get therapy. Y'all need real people that have have studied people and relationships, because you already know what you want to do in your mind. See, this is why y'all listen. I'm a mess in real life. Like, this is me for real. Y'all need therapy. My mother literally abandoned me. My father was incarcerated 19 years. Y'all think I have some real issues? You think sometimes I don't have real issues? And I've had to check myself and check my emotions and check my feelings. And then now I'm in a third marriage. I deal with real things and real business. So that's what I'm saying. Y'all need people to talk to for real. That's why I read these books. That's why I have to drink my teas and be calm and shut my mouth. Sometimes my husband, listen, well, I'm going to share this on Kinky, but my husband the other day was saying something, and it was kind of mean. And I had to tell him, I was like, shut up. Don't talk to me like that. Like, duh. He was like, I go through things too, but I've learned, like, I don't want to be unnerved. I don't want to have him saying things to me hurt my feelings. So, like, listen, this isn't a good time. This isn't a good space. Okay. So again, y'all need therapy. That's why I talk about me being in therapy. You need to turn hurt into what heals, because these men will take you there. That's the things that older women don't tell us. He make you want to take the pillow and put it over his face. Okay, they will take you there. Sometimes I look at my husband once in a blue moon. I mean, he my husband, like I said, 80% of the time, says probably about 95% of the time, my husband is fine. But sometimes I'm like, I look at him and I'm like, there's a part of me to say, no, you didn't. And yes, he did, sis. Yes, he did. And I have to say to myself, Montina, that's why I say you got to exercise emotional maturity, humor, and self-control. Let me get off of here, y'all. Bye. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the day. Oh, I'm so happy Jim joined us from Australia, from Auckland, New Zealand. I would love to go to New Zealand. Third marriage is crazy. I know, Aunt, crazy. It's crazy. I'm in my third marriage. Only 5% of people get married 3 times. Ooh, but I've been married 3 times. Ooh. When people be like, you've been married 3 times. Yup, I got me 3 husbands. Some people can't get one. Some people can't get one. So y'all always be trying to get out here and be mean and snarky. Pray before you say. Bye, y'all. Let me get off here. Bye. All right, y'all. Have a great rest of the day.